Like, value yourself more. You need to have your self-worth in order to find someone that values you. Because if you don't value yourself, how will he ever value you? You are the first person that should be valuing yourself. And I feel like guys sense this. Like, guys will sense if you don't truly value yourself and then take advantage of it. Because behind every good guy is a guy that would take advantage of an easy situation. No matter how great or nice a guy is, you can't really blame him for grabbing that BMW for $5. Like, why not? It's just there. And because it only costs $5, he still has enough money to buy 10 more cars. It's not a big outlay for him. It's not a big commitment of his time. It's not a big commitment of his energy. So yeah, let's just take it for a test drive. Why not? But do you really want to be that car, girls? Do you really want to be that BMW? I know I don't. I want someone that's paying full price or a markup, because I know at the end of the day, after they paid for that, they'll be like, oh my God, that's like all my savings. I better cherish this thing. You know when you buy something really expensive and if there's like a single scratch on it or you bump it, you just like freak out? You want to be that girl to the guy. You don't want to be the thing that they bought at the dollar store that they're like, oh yeah, if this like wears out, I'm just going to throw it out and buy another one. You don't want to be that girl. So value yourselves, girls. Price yourself at your market value. And I think this all comes to kind of knowing ourselves and our boundaries and how we react. Because even though I'm saying all these things, I'm that first girl that gets super obsessive with the guy, has like blinders for one person and just wants to give, because that's just how I am. And I'm like that as a friend. I'm like that as a person. So it's not like I have to change that about myself, because I feel like that's what's great about me. If I truly care about you, you're going to get 110% of me. I'll be that friend that drives to your house at 2 a.m. because you're upset. I'm going to be that person that lends you $5,000 because you need it. I'm going to be that person that gives up all my free time to help you with something if I truly care about you. And that's what is the great thing about me. And I don't want you guys to change that about yourself either if you're that type of person. What you need to do is understand yourself a bit more and set up boundaries. So for me, especially with friendships, I've been taken advantage so many times from friends, because I think with friendships, you can obviously have more than one friend, so it's easier to be taken advantage of. And I just love to help out my friends. And what I've discovered is people in my life have made use of that. What I've learned is it's actually my fault. It's not them. I spend a lot of my life blaming my friends when it's just really, I don't have boundaries. And the same thing with dating. You can blame the guy for using you, but at the end of the day, you chose to give your body, you chose to give your emotions, you chose to give your time. It's actually your problem. So what can we do about it? Well, we can actually understand how we work, right? So for me, with my friendships and dating, I know there's a point where if I, give my body to a guy, or if I overinvest my time with a guy, it's like the end of the road. So I don't do that unless I'm sure. I don't commit to a friendship unless I've scouted out that they're a good person. You don't commit until you are sure. The other thing is I've implemented certain, I wouldn't say tasks, but they're tasks. I have certain criteria that I don't say out loud, but in my head, I'm like, I'm really not going to think about this guy until he ticks these boxes. And a lot of those boxes for me are service-based. Like, have they done this for me? Have they shown that they will give up XYZ for me? Have they sacrificed Y for me? So one of the weird checklists I used to have, and I don't have anymore because I realized it was kind of weird and maybe kind of attracted the wrong type of guys, was I needed to be sure that a guy would come over and do my dishes before I would commit to dating him. Isn't that kind of weird? I don't even know why I came up with that. So girls, you might want to think about what this criteria really is and really, really think about whether you're attracting the right type of people with this. But for some reason, I hated doing dishes all my life. And so I thought that I really just wanted a partner that could do dishes. And the thing is, when a guy does dishes for you, it seems like a big sacrifice because it's not a very manly thing for a guy to come to your house and do your dishes. As a woman, you're supposed to be the one doing the dishes in traditional gender roles. I mean, not anymore in modern society. But for some reason, that gave me some sort of security in the relationship that the guy would sacrifice, doing the dishes for me. And for some reason, that confirmed their commitment. It was a really weird test. The example I'm giving you with this is not because you should use this test, because I realize it's like a really weird test and maybe I shouldn't be using it, and I haven't anymore now that I've grown up a little bit more. But that's what I mean. Like, you should have certain things that you require of the guy to do before you give yourself to him, and have those standards be high.